Southside. I feel like, to be honest, I feel like a lot of people didn't really get what I was doing, as far as listeners. So I feel like I had to really dumb it down, break it down to listeners. So Southside is really just bringing you to my world, like the Southside, Southside. That's where I'm from, and I'm really showing everybody that this young Migo in the rap game, I got talent, that I'm ready. I chose the artwork to look the way it does because it just represents me. I'm Mexican American, so I come from that background where my pops listen to nauticals type music, where they got the sombreros, they got the cowboy hats, with the gold buckles, with the belt, with the cowboy boots, and all my partners, they black, they African American, so it was like, it's only right. I remember I was walking one day and I was thinking, man, how am I gonna get this cover right? And it just came to me. I don't know how, but it just came. And I was like, that's what I gotta do. Gotta be different, it gotta be fly. Yeah, I wanted to do it. That's how I wanna do all my new projects. I wanna do a day after every time I drop a project. Like, I dropped my first one, Like a Mexican, on March 6th. My second one, Southside, I dropped it on March 7th. So whether I do another mixtape or an album, I want to drop that one on March 8th. I feel like, I wanted it to be classic. A lot of people these days, they put about 15 to 20 to sometimes 30 songs on a mixtape. And I wanted people to listen to it from the beginning all the way to the end without skipping a song. And I wanted it to be perfect. Like, if you listen to a lot of classic albums, like, they really just only got about 10 songs on there, like, such as Nas, Illmatic, he don't got more than 10 songs on there. So that's how I was feeling. The whole team, the whole gang, me, my brother / manager / CEO Juan, my manager Bear, my manager KP, we all put it together, and just all my homies, from the intro, move on up. Like, we were just breaking it down in the studio. We already had all the songs we knew. We just put it together. Like, all of them was like bangers. We didn't choose nothing that wasn't no banger. And we just put it in the right format. And the last song I recorded off Southside was the one Pharrell produced, Southside. So that was the last one on the right. Yeah, it's a flow to the tape. And I actually didn't even do it on purpose. But it kind of just describes my whole life. It goes from Move On Up, where I got my mom, while I'm just talking, it's like I'm talking about some real stuff that when I was growing up, being young, and that my mom talking at the end, she saying some stuff in Spanish. She basically just telling me, like, hey, Kap, like, it's your time now or never. Like, just keeping it 100, like, you gonna either make it right now or you might as well quit. Because, there's people out here working real jobs. There's people really out here hustling. So if you're not gonna do this, you need to just go and quit. Like, really just on some keeping it 100. Then the second song, Don't Need 'Em. That's how I was feeling at the point, certain points in my life. Then it go to the next song, Fashion Show, that represent me. So you go to the next song, it just like represent, it keep growing to the present me now. All right, so we're gonna start off with Move On Up. That's the intro. That's produced by Squat. Squat got about 4 on the mixtape. That's like my go-to producer. You know how everybody got their go-to producer. Drake got 40, Dre and Snoop. That's my go-to guy, Squat. So we probably didn't work for about, it was like long overdue, about a year or so. First time we got in there, we did Move On Up. He played the beat. I just started feeling it. And I came up. I was like, move on up. You how Shawty say you ain't shit. She can suck my two ball. I just was going in. And I didn't even know it was going to be the intro, but, from there, we was just recording. And I got my mom speaking on there, and that came from a conversation. Because I dropped my first mixtape 2014, I think. Now we're in 2016, so it took 2 years. And in those 2 years, I really had a lot of ups and downs. Like, I'll be up, then I'll be down. And that conversation with just my mom really just telling me some real shit, and I had thought it was a great idea to record it and maybe just use it for something one day, cause I ain't never heard my mom say some real shit like that, like just straight to the point. So I was like, I gotta get this, and I put it on Move On Up. Then you go to the second song, Don't Need 'Em. That's featuring Young Thug. So I got the call from my manager, Bell. He was like, Thug said pull up to his crib. You know, we pulled up. I had the beat already from Squat, my go-to producer. He made that beat too. So we just in there. We really all just vibing, you know. He probably working on the song already. He get done, he hear the song, he just start vibing. Boom, boom, he go in the booth. I can't hear what he really saying, but when he come out, he got his verse and he got the hook on there too. When he played it, I was like, oh, that's out of there. I did my verse there. I actually didn't put his verse on there. I'm gonna use it for the remix. But yeah, that's how we got the one with Young Thug. Then the third one is Fashion Show. I think that happened just on some being in the studio, just, you know, just really just cooling. I was just going through some beats. I usually never even do this, like, you know how people send you beats and stuff. I was going through some beats through my email. Then I seen my boy K.E. on the track. I was like, oh, I gotta go look through these. And I heard Fashion Show, and from there, you know, that just represent me. I come out stepping out every day like it's a fashion show. 150 on the highway, smashing out, fast we go. You know, so that just represent me. You know, I like to dress fly. I went to Tri-City High School. I won Best Dress Middle School, Woodland Middle School, won Best Dress. You know, I just like being fashionable. So the fourth one, Girlfriend. So that came I'm in the studio. I probably been recording in the studio about 2 weeks straight, non-stop. But I'm working with different producers. So after them 2 weeks, the next day, I had another session with my boy Squat, though, my go-to producer, Ken. That Girlfriend crazy. So we just talking about my whole situation, man. Shit just fucked up. Like, I felt like, you know, certain people weren't really pushing me. I just felt like I needed more attention. You know, I felt like I just got it. Like, I should be on top. I should be number one. Like, it ain't no reason I should be on the shelf. And I was just going through it, man. I was really low. And bro was like, man, let's leave this studio, man. It just the vibe not right. Go to my studio. And I really didn't even want to go, to be honest. I wasn't even finna go. But I went because I'm just such a hard worker. I always work hard. And when he played that Girlfriend beat, as soon as he played it, I just went in the booth. I was like, I'm just finna try something, Squat. And that was the first thing I said. I freestyled like the whole song, the whole melody. My boy was there too, who right here. Like, the shit was crazy. And that's that's the song that everybody like on there. So y'all check that out, Girlfriend. Number 5, going to the next song, is Fuck It Up. That's produced by my boy Trailer Park Legend. How we do that one? Oh yeah, that's my boy though. That's my partner. So he came to the studio. You know, I wasn't really expecting it, like the beat so hard. I wasn't really expecting him to play something like that. He hard with it, but I didn't know he was just gonna play a banger like that. So as soon as I heard it, I was like, yeah, don't play no more beat. Let me do this one right now. And I did it right then and there, and that one came out crazy. Fuck It Up. And that song actually crazy too, because I put it out about some months ago. Chris Brown Instagrammed it, dancing to it. A lot of people, it got a lot of attention, so that was crazy. Going to the 5th song at the Fuck It Up is Power, featuring my boy YFN Lucci. My boy YFN Lucci pulled up to the studio at Mean Streets, and that one produced by Squat too. And he was like, he played it. He was like, oh yeah, this motherfucker right here bang. And I was like, yeah. He was like, shit, what you want to talk about, bro? I was like, for real, bro, like, just getting money, man, motivation. This some motivational shit right here, bro. He like, okay, yeah, I feel you on that. And I just let him do him. He went in there. I said, that money, that power, make you respect, you know what I'm saying? He went in, and I went in there, did the verse, and that's a banger from right there. After that, what we got after that? At the Power, we got El Chapo. That's from my little homie, Lil Gremlin. Lil Gremlin, like 13 years old, you know what I'm saying? 13 years old producing. That beat so crazy. and I made that one. It's crazy, you know, everybody kind of went on that El Chapo way. I made that one about a year ago before everybody was really talking about all that type of stuff, you know, and I just made that one hard. What's next after that? El Chapo, that number shit. I'm gonna go to the last song, Southside, produced by Pharrell. I flew out to LA, and I hear, no, matter of fact, Pharrell doing his Apple radio show, you know, and as soon, like, he filming and everything, doing the radio show, and as soon as he get done, he walk in the studio, he just get on the piano, start making the beat, and I'm vibing. From there, we just made it. Southside, Southside, he gave me a couple melodies, I put the words into it, I did my verses, like, it was just so crazy. And we was like, yeah, this one got it. Cause it was like, you know, Pharrell, that's my big brother. I like, Pharrell, you gotta be on this one. You gotta be on this project. It's not gonna be right if you're not. And he gave me that Southside, so yeah. El Southside. An interesting fact is, I've been done with this project since about August of last year. I just, being that, you know, a lot of people don't really know about the business. It like took so long for me to put it out because I had to get all the paperwork and stuff done, like with my lawyers and stuff, with producers. So it took a long ass time, but yeah, I been did this project.